Hello, 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 my friends. Emma Swan here. I'm taking over for Kaitlyn on her YouTube channel today because Once Upon a Time is coming back to TV for its 7th season, and it's a strange new world we're going to be in. So I think you guys know by now that I am a big Once Upon a Time fan, and I am excited that it got renewed for a 7th season. I was a little bit scared there that it wasn't going to, but I'm also kind of sad because my favorite character, Emma Swan, is not going to be on the show anymore. That definitely doesn't mean I'm not going to watch this season. I'm still very excited for this like older Henry and new storybook, everything that's kind of changing and new, and it's exciting. But I thought, since I've always wanted to do an Emma Swan cosplay, that this was kind of the perfect and the last time that I could do it. So here we are. I've got the classic red jacket, Emma's armor on. This is something that I absolutely had in my wardrobe because I love leather jackets. Now throughout the show, she's worn a lot of different kind of shades of red and styles of this red jacket. Some of them have been like super red and others are more like kind of like the maroon like this. But I think I actually like the maroon best. Then I've got some nice brown combat boots because you've got to be ready at a moment's notice to run through the forest and save the day. Emma is definitely comfort over style, so having a gray tank top and jeans were something that were easy and I could just pull out of my own wardrobe. Now her other signature piece is her swan necklace, and this is something that if you Google it or look on Amazon is very easy to find. A lot of people have made versions of this. They're cheap and kind of easy to come by. And of course, Emma has her beautiful white blonde tresses. I didn't think that dyeing my hair white blonde was maybe the best idea, so I decided to go with a wig. I can link you the exact wig down in the comments. I will say that it's a little bit more yellow than it was online or really what I was looking for, but it's still more blonde than my actual hair color. My hair's so long, oh my goodness. Then finally, this is more of a season 1 thing, but her sword. So I wanted to make my own sword and I wanted to make a Once Upon a Time storybook, but I just didn't have the time. So I'm like, well, we'll go buy a sword. So I went to Spirit Halloween and bought a sword, and then I painted the end gold. So actually this was like perfect because it was a knight's sword and it was just kind of this silvery and black all the way around, but her sword is gold. In the handle part, I don't know sword terminology. I probably should. Can you hear that? It has something inside of it. Wonderful. My hair is so long. I don't think I've ever had hair this long before. I mean, if my hair were this long, it would be like this big. It would be so thick. So despite having my favorite character leave the show, and actually a lot of characters whose stories I guess they've considered being finished from the first 6 seasons, since they're all leaving, it does break my heart a little bit. It's sad, but I really like the idea of a new storybook as long as it doesn't negate the stories or journeys that our characters have been on in the previous 6 seasons. I'm looking at you, Captain Swan relationship and true loveness. You are not allowed to go back on that. That's not fair. Fortunately, Jennifer Morrison, who plays Emma Swan, has signed on for 1 more episode, and I think she's the 2nd episode of this season, and I'm really curious about what's gonna happen to Emma. Like, is she gonna die? Are she and Hook gonna break up? I don't want either of those things to happen, but I'm like, how are you gonna explain her absence? So there we are, guys. Once Upon a Time season 7 is coming out tomorrow, October 6th at 8 p.m. on ABC. I'm so excited and I'm gonna be watching it. For the question today, I would love to know who your favorite Once Upon a Time character is, or fairy tale character if you're not watching Once Upon a Time, although you should be. You should be. So tell me all about it down in the comments. If you are interested in making an Emma Swan cosplay, I have linked all of the pieces that I bought down in the description for you. And of course, remember to check me out on some other social media sites. Instagram is of course my favorite. Come hang out with me, Emma Cat, and my coloring projects. I hope this video made you smile, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye!